I'm recording.
Cool. Yeah, I figure this is like, we'll do a little Sweaty Times hangout session. So that way when we finally get back together, James, it's so good to see your face again.
Back at you, bitch.
Well, okay, I used your first name and everything so that it was a nice introduction. Now everyone who's going to tune in for the first time thinks my name is bitch.
Yeah, well,
and you can look at my birth certificate. That is not the case.
Just like how people can buy individual stars, I bought your mother.
Hold on now.
Yes, for Christmas,
Nadine
the ability to change your name. I spent that money and she changed it to Bitch Boy Marciniak. She's really into ICP as well lately.
Well, who isn't?
Speaking of Sean,
James,
we are no longer the least listened to podcast, unless you're specifically talking about Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling, because the Juggalos finally came out.
Yeah, I know you were doing some episodes without me. Well, I was trapped in Buffalo. We're recording this after the holidays, by the way.
Yes.
So I've been in Buffalo. I've been away for a little bit. And James, you recorded some episodes dipping back into the jugular universe.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Oh, wait, what were you doing?
Oh, I just did Flintstones WWE. I did a watch along of that.
Oh, I thought you did
No, just some. I saw our numbers
Got how to podcast.
spike, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then when I saw what episodes were being listened to, it was just shuffling the deck. So I'm like, what is going on here? And then
So what you're saying is my idea of Sweaty Times Pro Wrestling watching Lucha Underground together is failing miserably.
Well,
but your idea, taking it to the moon, baby.
But we just need to wait for some wrestling discords to post our links in there, because that's what happened with shuffling the deck.
And shouts out to the Juggalo who was posting that. I saw that on our Discord. Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, a Juggalo Redditor showed me this, and now I am here. And thank you. And thank you to anyone else who, like, I don't know if they're going to keep on listening or they're going to call this one Shuffling the Sweaty Times to confuse the Juggalos.
Right. I'll just call it Shuffling the Deck, in parenthetical, Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling.
And parentheticals is when you make a little plea to God, but you don't let anyone hear you.
Oh, please.
Please send me my boots, mother. Speaking of mother,
yes.
The second you brought up my mother, you know what I was doing right before we hopped on?
Kissing your mom?
Pretty much. She sent me a lovely package full of boots and new slippers and a nice little bottom for my pajamas. Or pajamas for my bottoms, all the way around.
I was going to be like, did you blow out your butt flap so you needed a new bottom for it?
Yes, I did. I'll tell you 2 words. Beans. Beans have ruined my pajamas and my life.
I eat 2 cans of beans a day. My pajamas are still good.
That hypocrite eats 2 beans a day. You gotta fight dun-dun, for your right. Dun-dun, to blow out your asshole.
Hell
is
yeah.
This the podcast? Yeah, is this what we do? I forgot. But that's what we're doing this episode. So we can just kind of have an episode where we connect. We don't have any sort of format. We don't have to worry about like, hey, here's this research. Let's make sure. Shut the fuck up, Sean. Shut the fuck up, James. Get to the stuff because you're running out of time. No, we just get to catch up. Talk about our holidays.
Talk about the holidays were booming for the Dominator. Crunch them cats and dogs. I'm kidding. No cats are involved in the Dominator.
Why not? I spent my entire holidays with cats, by the way. It was kind of cool.
Yes. Cat Stevens?
He was there. Right. My brother has 2 cats, and then who I stayed with over the holidays. I don't know how many of y'all followed what happened in Buffalo. It was fucking crazy.
I was wondering, I was messaging, or I think I messaged, or maybe I just had you in my heart, or maybe I thought you were back already.
I wasn't. No, but you did message me. You asked me to help with the recording, to call in, and I didn't get it until later. Mm-hmm. And for that, I apologize. But yeah, man, it was fucking nuts. But I ended up staying with my brother, whom I love, and his 2 cats, whom I love very much. And then Cat Stevens, burring and shivering from the cold, said, my dad is not great to me. Can I stay with you? And I said, Cat Stevens, that's fine. Just don't ask me to do an impression of your voice. Because on the fly, I don't have it.
I think this is Cat Stevens. You can stay with us for 1 silver spoon.
I think that's Cat Stevens.
Who's the cat guy who's the Cat Williams? That's who I meant to say. Cat Williams is staying with you.
When's the last time you listened to Cat Williams?
I don't know. It was maybe his like 4th special.
I fell off, man, and I didn't mean to. It's just like, there's a lot of things. I'm really bad with, like, I start something, I really like it, and then I just fall off for no reason.
Yeah.
I get distracted by a spot on the wall, and I stare at that for 3 weeks instead of watching Atlanta, which I need to get back on.
ATL.
Hell yeah, baby. But yeah, no, it was wild. It was brutal. I got stranded in Cleveland, which sucked ass, and I hated it, but I made it out of the wilderness, and now I'm here with my friend James.
Yeah, and Cat Williams was bitch smacking all those goddamn cats around you.
Yeah, no, Cat Williams, we had to kick Cat Williams out. I love how he's speaking truth to power to some of the creeps in Hollywood, but he needs to stop attacking helpless kittens. They don't have thumbs to defend themselves.
He says, become a cat. My name's not Kitten Williams, and smacking them everywhere.
And that's not even, they can't control that. That's the process of aging. That just requires time. You can't smack a child and say, become an adult. No, you have to let that happen.
Did you know in Latin, Cat Williams' name is Feline Williams?
I hate you. I hate you, and I hate the smirk you had.
You can't see my smirk is blocked.
Oh no, I could see it. I could see it very clearly as soon as you got to the word Latin. You were like, I am cooking up a delicious pot roast, and this goose is gonna fucking feast on my sick-ass Latin bit.
My name is Goose, and I'm so sweet. Ooh, I like wrestling. Ooh.
Yeah, it's all true.
That's
Those are all
you.
true facts about me. I agree.
That's you.
I agree. It's good to see me. It's good to see you too, James. I'm sorry I was away for so long.
It's fine. But I did miss you. What was the best Christmas gift you got?
Man, boots. I needed boots. Best Christmas actually.
Puss in Boots?
I think I want to see that movie.
Me too. It looks good.
Yeah. I have not kept up with Shrek, the Shrekiverse, but it looks fun as hell, and I'm into it. The best Christmas gift I got. Can I tell my Cleveland story? I'm gonna tell my Cleveland story
real quick. When things are fun as hell, you can call me a cum ass well. I'm a well of cum.
Okay, now that's great.
But what's up with Cleveland Rock? We salute you.
That's not happening anymore. Hold on, we gotta back up for a second. I need to know what happened.
I'm fun as hell. When that happens, I become a cum ass well.
Okay. How are we here? How are we? In the words of Ice Cube, I am confused. How did we get here?
Does
that famous
he say
Ice
that?
Cube movie. Yeah, that's the famous Ice Cube movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused. How am I here?
It's Friday after next. That's the one you're referencing?
Yep, nailed it.
I want Friday tomorrow after. Oh my God. They had to have pitched this. Ice Cube seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Just like Friday after next the 13th. And it's a Friday the 13th meets. He's done horror action movies like Anaconda. Put Ice Cube and have him be the final boy.
I could see that. I wonder, he definitely seems like a, man, you know what? This is going to show my dumminess. I have never seen a Friday movie.
Whoa, I've seen, I think, all of them?
I think are there 2? Are there more?
I think there's 3.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Friday, next Friday, and Friday after next.
That's a whole extra movie I didn't realize I have to add to my queue.
Do it.
Yeah, he definitely seems cool, and the movies are very fun. I wonder, because he doesn't seem like too protective of the Friday movies. Nah.
He also seems just cool.
He seems real cool. I was watching him on Jiminy Glick because I'm old and I YouTube Jiminy Glick clips sometimes. He's awesome. That's a weird show. Martin Short is amazing. And if it's been a while or you've never heard of Jiminy Glick, fucking go watch Jiminy Glick, you son of a bitch. How dare you come into this podcast?
You son of a glick.
You son of a glick, boom, got him. But it's like Martin Short, brilliant. And he's like, I feel like it's the most Martin Short has gone unchained. Like, that is truly off the walls, pure shortness.
Dude, you have to watch his movie Clifford. Have you ever seen that?
Yes. My roommates are big fans. I was confused. I
Okay.
was almost as confused as the come ass well comment earlier. I was very confused.
Sean, why aren't your roommates on the podcast?
I don't know. And I can only apologize for coming back and driving our listening ratings down.
Okay, so think of it this way, guys. It is just a normal problem child-esque movie where a child goes to his uncle's house and his uncle doesn't like kids. It seems normal. Like, oh, why is James saying this is an absurdist movie with...
Very problem child, very Dennis the Menace.
Yes.
It's a classic archetype of this wily child creating problems in a fuddy-duddy old man's life.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, Martin Short's the funny... No, Martin Short is playing the child, and it is not brought up at all that this child looks old. It is just as if
It is as old as Martin Short in tiny... He's dwarfing it. He's dwarfing most of the movie.
It's as if Martin Short wanted to direct or write this movie, and he's like, hell yeah. And the producers who came on just had the worst time ever dealing with children actors and was like, I'm not doing it. No, hell no. I'm not making this movie. And Martin Short's like, what if I play the kid? And he's like, all right, I'm back in. We don't have to deal with the little brats.
Which I'm pretty sure was Martin Short's plan the entire time. And by the way, this is not like fresh off of SCTV Martin Short. This is not even Ed Grimley, like that peak 80s Saturday Night Live Martin Short. This is like early 90s Martin Short.
He's maybe 32 years old.
I think that's generous. I'm pretty sure he's pushing late 30s. He might be in a 40.
Let's see.
Or he's an old ass 32 and Martin Short, I can only apologize. But even I think compared, okay, this is a good question. Which is the more unhinged? I feel like the process, the fact that Clifford even got made is very unhinged.
Oh yeah.
But as far as actually captured Martin Short unhinged on camera, I'm going Jiminy Glick. That dude's fucking crazy.
So dude, he was 44 when he filmed Clifford.
And he looks every day of it, and it is a beautiful thing to behold.
Yeah, because it came out in 94, and he came out in 50.
Okay. He burst from the womb at 50 years of age, and then he aged backwards very slowly.
Insanity. But what was your best Christmas gift?
Oh, getting out of Cleveland.
Ooh.
So what had happened this year? As some of you may know, we record this podcast in a city that is not Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
It's in fact Chicago. It's kind of far away. So to get home, I was gonna, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna Greyhound this year. Mm-hmm. That was a bad idea. So it's two buses, Chicago to Cleveland, then catch a transfer, Cleveland to Buffalo. We don't leave Chicago until like an hour after, but we're making all of our stops. So it's like, oh, I have to catch this transfer, but we've made all of our stops. I'm sure someone has communicated to the Cleveland bus station, wait for us, we're on our way. Mm-hmm. They did not.
Uh-oh.
We get to Cleveland, it's 9 at night, and there's no one here, and we're like, fuck. We gotta go. There's like 12 of us. We're like, we gotta go to Buffalo.
Wow, with that many?
There were 12 of us on that bus trying to get to Buffalo. And who's trying to get to Buffalo? I was trying to get out of Buffalo my whole life. Now I'm trying to get back into it. They won't let me. Excuse me?
I'm so glad Muskegon has no bus stops or train stops.
Yeah, because you're tired of people coming in and ruining the proper Muskegon vibe.
Well, no, just so I have to put in thought in order to get back. I need to take a train to Holland for someone to pick me up to then go.
And you have to call, and you have to find someone to pick you up.
Yeah.
And nobody rides for free, baby. You got to have the gas, the grass, or the ass. And thankfully, you do have all three.
Wait, it's also cash, isn't it? Oh, because that's gas. Never mind.
That's gas. Yeah, man. You use that cash to buy more beans to create the gas. And then you have to buy pajama bottoms.
And that's also the ass because it's coming out of the gas.
If we're gonna be real honest about it, everything comes back to the ass. Mm-hmm. Everything comes back to the ass. So I get to Cleveland and there's no bus, and it's very sad. But thankfully, there are two people working. A young woman who is very overwhelmed for a reasonable reason, there's 12 people who do not live in this city and are very confused. And then there's like sweet old, it's like, I would call him cantankerous Santa Claus. He was very helpful, but he was also very bah about it, you know? But he took all of our names down. He took our phone numbers. He said we all have tickets for tomorrow. Fortunately, the next bus isn't until like 12 p.m. the next day. So what we did was we got you a bunch of rooms at the Ramada down by the airport in Cleveland. And Ramada Inn by the Cleveland airport, you can get fucked till the day you come as wells.
Wait, did this Ramada Inn not have an enclosed bubble of an outdoor pool?
So here's what happened. They did have an outdoor pool. Ooh. It was closed for the season.
No, you should have bubbled it, just like in Muskegon.
Wait, is that a real thing? I thought you were just putting words together.
No.
What does that mean?
There was a Ramada Inn that I only stayed at during the time when children who had either, in quotes, wealthy parents or, in quotes, not sound of mind parents were having hotel parties for their children. So,
okay. You're either in Muskegon, you're either rich or you're a fucking loony bin,
yes,
baby.
Of course. So
those are the two genders.
Rich if you're throwing a hotel birthday party for your 12-year-old child, yeah, a little bit. I went
that makes sense. I see that.
Kaylee Branham.
That's something to prove.
She was having a boy-girl party, so the boys weren't able to stay the entire night. That's fine. But I remember Lisa Shegrid was there, and I had a big crush on her. And there was this pool that when you drove past this Ramada Inn, it was a Ramada. It had this big bubble over it because they wanted a pool that you could use all year round, and that was their way to do it. It was just this bubble indoor, and then Lisa Shegrid was there in a bathing suit. I was like, Mamma Mia, I can't get out of this pool.
Shouts out to Lisa Shegrid. Appreciate you. We do appreciate you. I hope you are either rich or crazy. Right now.
So your children are having a goddamn hotel party.
Hell yeah, it's a pool party, baby. Killer cool pool party. Killer, dude.
Maybe this was why these were happening, because the Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn, that song was very popular. Maybe that's why children were having that. But no, Cody Leiter, who was also at this party, maybe he was the one to usher in the children having hotel parties, because I guess your parents, not in sound mind, when you're going through a divorce and trying to gather favor to your child, you're throwing them a goddamn hotel party.
Absolutely. You know what? That's true. I wonder, is it just like, if it's just a pool party thing, maybe they just wanted a private pool for a day?
No, because it was like 12 of us, and 6, which were the girls, they were having like an overnight party.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, I could, you know what? I could see that if you were turning 13 or like 16, some major age. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Like a very, this gotta be a special, this is like a birthday. Maybe I think you're about to die and I don't know if you're gonna have another one, my sweet child. Then I'll get you a hotel.
My sweet child of time.
My sweet child of time. Shouts out to a podcast doing better than this one on this network. So we get to the Ramada, and
no bubble.
12 of us, no bubble. It's kind of, if you've ever seen The Shining and how the Overlook Hotel is kind of on the top of this hill and there's a little, it's one of those. It's the Cleveland equivalent of the Shining, which is not as scary and a lot dirtier and full of more neck tattoos.
What if the Overlook had a bubble pool and Jack was just like, hey, what am I doing in here? Oh no, and then just scrawled on the bubble is dripping of him saying, like, he wrote it in pen, and because it's damp in there, the lettering is drippy, and it's saying all work and no play makes Jack a dull shit.
And then Wendy is trying to hide from him in the bubble area, and he takes an axe to the bubble, and then it destroys it. And instead of being scared, she just gets real mad. Like, Jack, this was the one nice thing we had was the bubble pool, and you had to fuck it all up by being haunted by ghosts like some kind of asshole.
She gets in a bikini, and he's like, oh no, I need to jump in the pool.
Yeah.
I need to hide my boner.
And then we can drown Stanley Kubrick in the pool for being a shit to Shelley Duvall, who deserves better than that, Stanley. I will never forgive you. I know you're dead. I don't care.
For just making shit movies.
Yo, if I never have to see fucking
Eyes Wide
Clockwork
Shut.
Orange.
Oh.
I've never seen Eyes Wide Shut. I was going to say Clockwork Orange can get fucked and die.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I told you, I think we've talked about on the podcast my minor panic attack during that filming.
Yeah, we have.
That screening. Yeah. Fuck that movie.
Because I was expecting, like, you to defend it and be like, it's a masterpiece. But I'm like, oh, thank God.
Absolutely not. Fuck that movie. So we get to the Ramada Inn, no bubble pool. It's fine. It's like 25 minutes away from a drive from like downtown Cleveland to the bus station. So like we're kind of we're suburby, rurally, kind of stranded out here. We go up to the front desk. I'm off to this side. I'm letting one of the women start talking to the front desk first. And it's about 30 minutes in is when I realize only 3 of us in this group of 12 speak English.
Oh, no.
Only 2 of us speak English well. And I'm the only one who speaks English natively. But shouts out to this other woman. She crushes it later. She's a hero in this story. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see.
I was saying, oh, no, because it's like, how are you going to communicate? But because that's awesome.
Oh, actually, no. And none of us speak the language of the other 9. Don't worry. That's still a problem.
Okay.
I assumed. So I'm standing up to the side. I'm talking to this woman. She's from Indiana, and then she's going to Buffalo for some procedure. Small talk. It's cute. And we realize this woman up front, she doesn't have whatever identification. And it's about 30 minutes in, and I'm like, listen, I don't normally do this, baby. As in interfere in like front desk policies, but this is taking 30 minutes. Can I help? And they're like, yeah, we need her. I think it was a CDL number. I'm like, oh, well, what exactly? What is that? Maybe we can. It's like your employment number from the Greyhound station. And we're all like, oh, we don't work for Greyhound. They called you and booked our rooms, and we're those people. We don't work for Greyhound. Mm-hmm. And it was, it was 9 to 12. That's 3 hours in the bus station waiting for them to get the rooms. And then 12 till 3 in the morning, arguing with the front desk, arguing with Greyhound international phone servers, till I finally got the phone number for the Greyhound in Cleveland. Did you know that if you Google the Greyhound in Cleveland, the phone number, it is not in Cleveland. It's not a Cleveland phone number.
Makes sense.
It's really cool when you're just like, yeah, we're the people who are from Buffalo. And they're like, would you like to book a bus? No, we have tickets and rooms. We're in the middle of nowhere. There is no bubble pool. And I'm pretty sure a man named Jack Torrance is going to kill us in Cleveland.
Don't worry. He's that of a big band, looking like he's from the swing era, because that's what Cleveland does best.
Yeah. Cleveland rock.
He has Buzz Cola.
I can't be sure this is a John Candy reference, but in my heart it is.
This is Drew Carey.
Shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Can I pretend Drew Carey is John Candy?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, man. So I fucking love John Candy in that show, The Drew Carey Show.
Mm-hmm.
He's a killer in it. Anyway, but thankfully that the other woman who speaks English very well, I get the phone number. I finally get the phone number to the Cleveland bus station. Front desk at this point are like, we don't want to call them. We're tired of talking to anybody. We fucking hate you. Go away from us forever. Mm-hmm. She calls the Cleveland bus station. They rebook the rooms between the 2 of us. And I mean, the worst part is there's 9 people here that do not speak English. The front desk is just pissy with us. Real fucking pissy with us. And they're like 9 people who are like, why can't I go to sleep?
Yeah.
Like, why am I not A, in Buffalo by now, and B, nobody wants to be in Buffalo. These 12 people did, and we couldn't. But thank God for Google Translate. And finally getting our rooms. That was probably my best Christmas present this year, is being able to sleep in godforsaken Cleveland. You're on notice.
Yay. My best gift was all of this sweet, sweet child propaganda from the early 90s. It's Yogi Bear.
Nice.
It's him with the Dare shirt on, and he's in a triangle, a Triforce, and it says police, school, parents. Those are the 3 trifectas.
That's all you need, dude. That is actually very cool. School, police, parents.
You can't forget the comic to go along with it, baby.
With the Flintstone kids?
Yeah, Flintstone kids. And then on the
pretty neat.
back, oh my God, if I wanted to frame the trifecta,
Let's go.
it's in beautiful font and
Police,
format.
parents. SPP. Yeah, you know me. I'm down with SPP. School, police, parents, baby.
Ooh, that's a good rap.
Yeah, thanks. I'm writing it. I'm going to try and sell it to my friends, Naughty by Nature. Let's see what they say. Are you wearing a Bills hat?
Fuck! Sean, big announcement. Shit. Okay.
I hope the microphone picked up that fuck. It was the most blood-curdlingly desperate fuck!
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever I go to Michigan, I stock up on weed because to the point this time I was like, I don't think a dog might sniff my bag at Amtrak. Luckily, I'll be back in town and then they can't really do anything. I don't know how
legal as hell.
legally with edibles what you can carry on you, but
You could look that up.
yeah, I probably should. I search around because a lot of places have first time customers get a discount. There was a place, it was new, and I spent $50, only $20 because I got some Christmas money while in town. How much do you think I got for $50?
A swift kick in the ass and a trip to the school police parents office.
So here in Chicago, $50 would get you
100,
milligrams, and if you have 10 more dollars, it'll get you
200,
I got 1,000 milligrams of edibles.
Jesus. For how much was it again?
$50.
That's so much marijuana.
So I'm feeling great, but I like having weed. Well, also my sister gave me some. She's like, I don't like this kind, and it's my favorite kind. So she's like, take this.
Oh my God.
I take it when I'm at Nicole's parents' house because I'm used to this memory foam mattress. So trying to sleep in any other thing, it's just hard. So I take it and then I kind of vibe out. I start talking to Nicole and the highs hitting me. I go in, it's Saturday, and this was the day we had Christmas at Nicole's house. And the rule for her stepfather and her brothers, stepbrothers, brother-in-laws, what have you, was no football. No football throughout the day, just so everyone can actually be present while doing this.
That makes sense. I remember one Thanksgiving, my sister's husband and my brother and I were watching football, and it was a Bills game, and it was before we were good, so of course we were mad. And my mother, I think that's when my mother decided to put that rule into effect. Was like, you know what? No more. Until dinner. Wait until dinner at least.
Yes. Well,
So good rule.
he waited until 8:30 p.m. and I was tired. We did all of that, went over to my sister's, had a great time, listened to Engaged with Nicolas Cage to hear full stories. But I excluded this story from that because I wanted to tell you. He's watching a game. And it was, I think, Bills versus maybe Vikings. It's Bills versus someone.
Chicago was the Christmas game.
Yeah, I think, wait. It would have been the 17th.
No. Okay, no. But I think that was Bills and Vikings.
So let's just say, hey, Bills, they're up. And I say to him,
Of course they are Bills by a billion, baby.
I say, man, they're taking it all the way to the big game this year. I'm getting I'm starting to become high. And he's like, oh, what, are you a Bills fan? What, James, what are you talking about? I was like, no, our friend is, so I know a lot about Bills and Buffalo and whatnot. And I'm looking, and I'm like, man, they're 13-3, whatever they were. And I'm like, the hacky thing for me to do is to say, Sean, the Bills suck.
What the fuck?
That I have been doing the hacky thing.
you.
I'm also doing I guess it's me being a little scamp, that falls in line with my brand. But my brand is also loving my friends and their stuff. You
literally wrote me into an episode to destroy a very expensive Bills starter jacket. Shouts out and listen to Formulaic for the worst day of my life.
So I start thinking, I was like, you want to know what? I should go all in on the Bills.
Let's go.
And I was at this moment, I was going to pull down my cap and show
Let's
that.
go. It's a nice hat, too.
I purchased a Bills cap, and this was the big announcement, Sean, that I wanted to call you up on the Flintstones episode to tell you. Marshland Media fully endorses the Buffalo Bills as our NFL team, unless, some crazy shit comes out that, they're a terrible, specifically team organization. The NFL has its issues, but...
I'll say, yeah, everyone in the NFL.
We're all in on the Bills, baby. The Mafia is here.
Shout. Kick my heels up and shout, come on now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go, Buffalo. You do it back, then you do it back.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let down, dog.
You were so distorted because of Discord.
Oh, fuck. No, and I think I got too excited for the Let's Go Buffalo worked. The Lay Down Dog, I think, is where I started peeking real bad.
Damn it. You said Lay Down Dog? That's your shit.
That was the plan. It was going to be, Let's go, Buffalo. Lay down, dog.
Lay down, Buffalo, but stand up,
no, hold
Buffalo.
on. Yeah, but stand up. That's a really nice hat. And shouts out to the Miami Dolphins December 17th game.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck those guys. Even Ace Ventura.
Ooh.
Especially Ace Ventura. I'm calling that motherfucker out.
He says, let me talk with my ass, and then have a very, very, very scary scene in the middle of what should be a lighthearted movie.
Wait, which one is the scariest scene?
The scary scene is when he says, oh, I need to take a shit, and then goes into that area.
The Shark Tank.
Yeah, I have always hated that scene. I don't like dark water.
Okay, see,
that might have started with that.
Yeah, I came for the first time in dark water. Ew. So I have a lot of fond memories of mostly mermaids and coming my little buttoned wiener off. I got a little button for a wiener.
The first time I came was while watching Dark Water. I love seeing that single mom get terrorized by a ghost.
Ooh-wee.
I was going to say the first time I read Dark Water, that would have been funnier, but I'm like, people would be like, what book is Dark Water? There's a movie called that. And I'd be like, the movie's based on the book.
Yeah, you Philistines, you just don't get how we come. Because when we ejaculate from the mind. And from our cute little buttoned wieners.
Buttoned up. My foreskin is. Do you button your foreskin?
Sure.
I got a modification down there. It's like a piercing, but it looks like a button.
I used to have a zipper on my foreskin. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. But you know what? I learned. And now every time I come, I also bleed, which is metal as F. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty about it.
When I start getting horny, I act as if I'm eating the essence of my loved one that I'm pining for. So then I'm like, oh, I'm getting full. So then the button pops off of my foreskin.
That just sounds like a Joker's card.
What part?
I don't know, the next one is the guy who feasts on the essence of his lover until his button penis pops. No, yeah, it's a new Joker's card. Don't worry. It's not there yet. We'll find out.
I meant what of the wild thing that I just said?
Literally all of it.
Okay.
I think that's what Yum Bedlam actually is.
Okay.
I think you just described Yum Bedlam. Yours and my favorite Joker's card.
No,
clearly.
It's not.
We love it. We hate women, and we love Yum Bedlam.
Our new $10 patron, That Fed.
Ooh-wee.
His favorite Joker's card is The Amazing Jekyll Brothers.
I forget, was that yours too?
That was mine, but I think it still is my favorite, but the best one is Mighty Death Pop.
I'm shocked by how good Mighty Death Pop was.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, see, guys, it is shuffling the deck now.
Yeah, shuffling your sweaty ass into our fold of love.
And speaking of underground rap music and maybe horrorcore, this Friday the 13th, big announcement coming for everyone.
Tell them, bitch.
I can't. It's not. This is being released beforehand.
Oh.
It's a secret. But hey, I might have a new single out and a big announcement.
You wait for it, bitches.
Uh-huh.
Wait for him. Wait, bitches, for this bitch to tell you. Everyone's a bitch. I'm a bitch. You're a bitch. He's a bitch. Because we were all bitch. Yeah.
Bitch boy Marciniak.
That's true. My mother renamed me for Christmas. I disagree, but I love her, so I'll let it go.
You want to see one other thing that I got?
Yeah.
Nicole bought me this. It's a Yogi Bear flag thing.
Like a pennant. Yeah.
Yeah. I also got, speaking of Juggalo shit.
Yeah.
I like collecting strategy guides. Some are fantastic. Some are weak as hell. Like the Kirby 64 one, I love owning it, but it is not beautiful looking.
Yeah. Shout out the DK64 one, because I had that one when I was a kid. That had so much just fun art. Like the 3D level plots and the actual little character. Oh, that's a great strategy guide.
The Final Fantasy VIII one, which was my first strategy guide, and it's like watching Die Ranger getting into Super Sentai. If you start with that one, you're going to be ruined on all of them. But I don't know why they are so fucking good. Nicole got me the strategy guides. I don't know why there are strategy guides for Backyard Wrestling 1 and 2.
Because wait, what was the company again? Who did Backyard Wrestling?
Wasn't it Eidos?
I mean, which was a company at the time. Like, by the time they were coming out, Eidos didn't. I think Eidos has gone out since, but we're a big deal. I mean, they brought us Lara Croft.
Wait, did Eidos, I thought, got bought by Square Enix?
Oh, maybe that's what happened. But before that happened, they brought us Lara Croft, didn't they?
Yes.
They're the two. So, like, they were probably and like at the time, ICP was kind of at the top of their game. Like, I feel like they were expecting Backyard Wrestling to be a big ass game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
yes.
Shouts out to Son of Havoc, who's in that game and is fucking dope.
Developed, which, hey, Sean, surprised you didn't know this fact about M-Dog20. It's in his bio that he was a junior Olympian gold medalist.
I don't know if I know. For what? For wrestling?
For acrobatics.
Oh, hell yeah.
We talked about that on the show.
Did it? Oh, then why are you acting like it's news to me if we already talked about it?
Because I brought it up. I was like, was he like a gymnast? And you're like, no, man, he's just wrestling backyard through and through. And I'm like, okay.
That doesn't sound like words I say.
Okay, well, yeah, you said them in your own like, ooh, guys, I know improv, yes. Oh, wait, no, this is how you talk.
What does that have to do with...
I'm a sweet boy, I'm Sean Marciniak.
Right. Now I agree. No, I would have been like, maybe I don't know if I didn't know. I don't think I'm a...
Listen back to the tapes.
I'll listen back to the tapes and I'll prove you wrong. And then I'll fucking divorce your ass and I'm going to take the hat in the divorce.
No.
And I'm going to put socks in the hat.
What you should do is take your children's teeth in the divorce. Listen to our step-by-step episode of Formulaic.
Absolutely not.
You're probably playing Cody.
Oh, no.
Do you want to know what his story arc is in the episode?
He lives in a van down by the river?
No, he's just stuck in a tree the entire episode. Okay, Eidos published the game, and Paradox Development developed the game.
Okay, so like, yeah, I'm sure Eidos, like, I don't know how much of a hit they were thinking it was going to be, but probably a good amount. And especially with like, I'm hoping so like that's how you found out that M-Dog20 was Junior Olympian?
No, I had to Google it during the episode.
Oh, nice. But it's not in the, whatchamacallit?
I haven't played that version of the game. And when
I'm asking in the strategy guide.
In the strategy guide, it's in there too.
Okay, cool. That's what makes a great strategy guide. Like, it's easy. You can print out the tips and the tricks, but I want the little bit of extra art. That's huge. Mm-hmm. And then little bit of lore drops, I think is really neat.
I think it might be just verbatim when you select a character and it gives a little blurb about it. It might just be that.
Oh, okay. Because like, I'm hoping, I want the strategy, especially because these are guys and girls that weren't signed to the WWE, mm-hmm. right? So like, I want a little bit of extra. I think this might be the only opportunity that like the greater world gets to find out about M-Dog20 in the year of 2004 or 5, whenever it came out, you know?
Yeah.
Like let them know. Let people know about the Son of Havoc and how truly Havoc he is.
2003 is the first game.
Okay, so yeah, like I want to hear these stats. I feel like Zandig is not in this game, but if he is in this game, let people find out about Zandig.
Also, Eidos was purchased by Square Enix. And who was the person you said wasn't in this game?
Cloud Strife. Zandig, I don't think is in the game.
Unless they go by another name, they are not.
Yeah. I don't know super much. I know Zandig as the, he was the head of CZW, which was big time death matches in Philadelphia. Big time death matches in Philadelphia. One of the big reasons we have death matches today is because Zandig is a crazy son of a bitch.
My friend Demonic was very into CZW.
CZ Dub. John Moxley, baby. Eddie Kingston. Fucking, I think Cesaro or Claudio Castagnoli, I think was working CZW before he hopped over to Ring of Honor. CZ Dub was crazy.
Ooh, and I'm crazy for you, Sean. This was a nice time.
This was nice. Thank you so much for doing this. I wasn't sure. I think, I also had a nice time. I wasn't sure. I thought I was afraid first, then I became petrified. But then I knew I would always have you by my side. And for this, I'm grateful. Happy holidays. Happy to be back.
The only thing I'm upset about is that it's funny because you're like, is that a Bills hat?
I so hope that, again, the most desperate, beautiful fuck that's ever been on microphone is you just going, fuck! It made me so happy. It's a great Bills hat. Thanks for doing this with me and for me.
No problem. And next week we'll be back to that beautiful Lucha Underground.
Los Luchadores.
Los Luchadores. Our faithful heroes. Turbine together.
Yeah, I started doing the Mucha Lucha theme, but I don't apologize. That's also a great theme song.
Never saw it.
Fucking, we're gonna watch it. Not for a podcast. I'm just gonna trap you and then pry your eyelids open. Feed you nothing but sleeping pills, bitch.
Ooh. Clockwork Orange Starl.
Starl?
Yeah, I fucked up.
No, you got startled and came up with starled. I love it.
All right.
All right, do we do the usual sign-offs? Like, are you going to read off the Patrons?
Of course, baby.
Well, then, you beautiful ass bitches, you still know. Oh, yo, also, I just started doing something new on my twitch.tv/goosevk. I tried it for the first time on Friday. We might do it some more. Just like casual watch-alongs. If you're watching wrestling and you want to, like, share your opinions, come over in the channel and we can, like, talk about what we're watching and shit.
You're live tweeting the bitch, but with your voice.
Pretty much, because live tweeting hurts my fingers, and I need those for diddling my arsehole.
That was you live tweeting, but then I'm like, fuck, he just said diddling his beehole.
Yep. We can cut all of this out.
Corey's been on a real kick lately of promoting his anal toy.
That's not how I thought. That's not how I thought that. Because I know he got a new microphone, and I'm pretty sure Nomad's coming back on Twitch pretty soon, and I'm excited about that. We're all excited. And then you just decided to end that sentence with anal toy.
Well, wasn't he promoting that on Pissmas?
On the Pissmas, yes, he was.
Okay.
That's true. I was startled, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
Shouts out to it's Nomads 101, I believe. Yes? I'll plug. You know what? I'm using my plug section to plug that shit too.
Hell yeah, guys. Go check him out. And check out MLMpod.com for information on all the other podcasts that I do. And my music. Go over there. Check it out. It's good stuff. Ooh, baby.
Bam, bam, bam.
And then head over to patreon.com/MLMpod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive content every single Friday. Sean's been on shows there. It's been a great time. Check it out. And then $10 patrons get monthly exclusive content like straight to Patreon. We just did The Killing Tree with the aforementioned Lil Corey and Shane from Pissmas. It's a baffling slasher movie, but the slasher is a possessed tree. Christmas tree.
Wee.
It's fun, real fun.
I would check that out.
And then for those $10 patrons, you also get shout outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F.
Shouts out to Lil Corey's asshole toy.
Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour.
Shouts out Lil Corey's asshole toy.
Alex Z. The Waz. Maybe change it up.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'll try something different. Go ahead.
Alex Z, the Waz.
Shouts out Lil Corey's asshole toy. No, it's too
Orion,
good.
he's a rapper. Defo-DFO.
Shout hyphen out hyphen Lil hyphen Corey's hyphen asshole hyphen toy.
Kayla, AK2 Grapes.
Great asshole toy, Lil Corey.
Jordan B, the Chaos Witch.
Shouts out to Lil Corey's ass.
My Bickle, my brother in common law, Joshua Jacobs.
You know what I'm going to shout out.
Steve Barnes of Sweet Child of Time, who, before recording this, has sent me a TikTok of a cameo he purchased from Al of Step by Step fame talking to me. It was embarrassing, but also so thoughtful and sweet, and I'm so excited about it.
Shouts out that good present.
My mom, I came from her womb.
And I came from Lil Corey's asshole toy.
Speaking of Lil Corey's BFF and roommate, Shane, who probably hears.
Lil Corey's asshole toy.
And finally, new patron, one of my best friends, That Fed.
I hope this is everything you expected it to be, That Fed.
See you guys. Bye. Oh,